just fall out of this a go home show for Friday Night Smackdown is tonight. So let's get a breakdown for Smackdown of Go Home Show into before tomorrow night's Friday Night Smackdown. So anyone that buy something to get the pre-copy of WWE 2K26. So you can get your pre-order that's not associated be going to install. It'll be on Amazon, and Target, and anywhere else. When you get PS5, the PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series, and including more, and a Nitro Switch too. So let's go break down. I did have tonight's Friday Night Smackdown was really great show tonight. So we can get two separate ways and so much more. So let's get a breakdown right here. So I did upgrade it down. It was a mega nightmare. It speaks it so does anyone else, he said, still in quote. So also after a quick and full recap of Sunday night main event, and Cody Rhodes made his way to send Martin down to the ring to kick off the show, and he took his time getting to the ring because he was interacting with a lot of fans alongside just the barricades. I just thought the crowd gave him warming. I did just recounting and saying his name for a long time before he started talking. And he spoke about his bout with Secret Fight 2 and ending into Drew McIntyre, the getting involved in wanting to win the Royal Rumble for a short time. So Cody Rhodes is facing CM Punk was the world title where he wins. And just in the Rumble, the list got loud reactions from the entire crowd, but they were even louder. After when the ultimate music hit, Safampo Brain said it wasn't even true. We was respected to Rose, and he will toss him out of the Rumble without hosting because he is chasing his title. With this no 15, no 15, and this would lead to say Rose coming, but like I just said over to is running to set the ring. After main event, Say also gave his speech to Sami Zayn. He came to set the ring. He promised that he will beat him waiting for the winner with the WWE title, not Drew McIntyre, but Paul Heyman in the forces were out next. But they stayed on the stage for their promo at my time, and Nick Aldis came out and booking an 8-man tag match. After with 81 for a little inside the show, and said the crowd was loud and was worried for this whole title assessment. But for the most part, it was just the standard promo stuff. Wasn't anyone did a good job having the Rumble, but this title announcement may have overstayed its welcome just a bit. It didn't wrap up until we were about 30 minutes into the show. So Cody Rhodes had a lot more power, and yet he would mostly have for a TV entrance for it none wrestling and title announcement. I think it's kind of boring how it took the crowds and so long to start seeing the entrance things of pro wrestlers. It wasn't really a thing until a few years ago. And now, it wasn't a lot other than the big top stars are snug just in the ring, but to the crowd it creates it fun as possible. If they also wanted to set the ring, it might have just been him playing anybody. It may have also been a distracting note because they were running behind and he still is on good with his song True. So here's the next match. So we have Kamala Hayes. Here he goes 101 against Ray Phoenix. As in last time in full absence, Hayes' undefeated isn't walking off on Smackdown Century 23rd. And Ray Phoenix undefeated living vessel and title main event Century 16th. Agent of Kamala Hayes was out against the break for all U.S. title open silence, and this time it was Ray Phoenix who intercepted the call. So Ray Phoenix was flipping off the top rope for an arm drag. Agent with 10 seconds after the bell was waiting, so you could tell this will be a fast pace. An exciting match as soon as it got started. And Ray Phoenix was in control when the show was cut to the commercial break, but Mono started fighting back during the pistol and pencil passing most of the match. And they traded the open hand several times and made this a competitive fight, but the outcome was really predictable, and Hayes winning wasn't a surprise, but the title match is that I got us to that the season was exciting. They wrestled through of 2 breaks. So they had plenty of time to make this exciting. So Ray Phoenix is a funny reapparition for playing one of the best individuals in the world, and Hayes is one of the best homegrown talents to come along in WWE in years. I just says like every old event Marlowe has had since winning after his title. This was his standout, the performance. So in the winner in this match, Kamala Hayes. I just too speaking to Michael Cole, his full reactions of hell yeah. After when Ray Phoenix was revealed as a dinosaur was pretty funny because of Wayne Barrett just stayed quiet for a long time after that, and we finished almost 4 arcs at the top rope, but he saved himself putting it still and performed in the arm drag. I just saw the Soviet DDT from Hayes was great, and we finished so it but was better for 40. So here's the next match. We have Charlotte Flair and Leslie Bliss against Seth McDay. So after last time in 4 asses, it was Charlotte Flair and Bliss lost to Sonya and Kiana James. And James on Smackdown Senior Tony Sword on Seth McDay and lost to Stephanie Fakil and Rhea Ripley and Aya Sky on Raw January 26. So, I just speaking to Rhea Ripley and Aya Sky gave this full interview and Blaine said, and they will be friends no matter who wins the Rumble. Sonya, Kiana James, last lesson, midnight sex, so and they two all started yelling at each other. I'm back into the area. There was Charlotte Flair, and Leslie Bliss made their way to the ring to take on Liv Morgan and Watson Perez. And Charlotte Flair and Bliss arguing a bit about who would win a Rumble before the entire match. After Morgan and Perez tried to involve having this about, but Nick Gardner came out and made sure it just happened. After we returned from a break, I need to see the match already in progress. They bottled to the old break, so even true, and we didn't get to see it. How the entire match was started, and felt like they had enough time. I think these 4 women's have crossed the path several times, so they have a level of confidence in working with each other that allowed them to put on a soul of a performance. And Morgan and Flair and standouts with amateur teams. So also after Fakil is so up to emphasize Fakil, Warwick's Bliss and hit Perez with Sister Abigail forcing a win. And the winner of this match, Charlotte Flair and Mr. Bliss. So after of Jimmy Priest didn't look very happy with his number he pulled to entitle to the Rumble, and to McIntyre gave a backstage for interview. He was mocking Sami Zayn. So, speaking of that, let me see. It was R-Truth. So, let me see. Hold on. I got this clip here. Let me see. I just watched. Let me. Where I'm at. Hold on. Let me see. I don't have it here, so the full clip. So, continue on. So, Andrew Sammy mocking Sammy's and getting himself a big tag match. So the day before, the biggest fight of his life. Wasn't even with a cousin we was award we asses so the women's have in so everybody Jerry has always just a great job making them the skill that looks very cool for these events. Incumbent solid player was having trouble keeping a straight face, but between the pre-match pummel, she clearly wanted to laugh at the crowd, saying yes. She asked Bliss whether she would throw her out of the rumble. So, after the white pants, it was from Morgan, and Bliss looked smooth. So, here's the next match. We have Excium, here we go, 101 against Sonny Gargano. Also last time in full absence, Excitement lost to Savon Evans, 88 on November 22nd. And Sonny Gargano lost to Baby Weasel on Smackdown, January 23rd. So, Sonic Grace and Say Coker got into a pool. A hot ball was backstage. So, I was this interview with Sonic Grace. So, I got this clip between this. So, I'll just guide it here in 1 minute. So, who's the Squonk? Who said the Sonic Blaze is ready for his healing is coming soon? And this is the best part of the whole entire show. So, I said it before, I can't wait to see this match. The two powerhouse like Say Cargill and Sonic Grace it is going to be a great fight. Also, WWE Women's Championship. So, Sonic Grace is nothing yet. It is NXT. Wow. So, and yes, it was insane. Sonic Grace wasn't backing down at all. And say Cargill against Sonic Grace needs to happen soon, into tomorrow night. So, it's good. I'm glad you're massive whole NXT Sonic Grace. So it's been a fight. I can't we just get them to fight is all because Bianca Belair isn't coming back. So I must think about I get to be honest, it was Bianca Belair was describing to say Cargill. So I didn't go in the big hole and enjoy that moment with Sonic Grace and say it's losing. Sonic Grace is going to say it's healing and who's ready for more a height. His top moments. And Sonic Grace is giving it right back. So why is Terry Strong dressed like a grandma, and where's that body? So I want to see Colgate against Southern Grace, bodybuilder against bodybuilder. Nobody wants to see this. I want to be good. I think. Under his full interview. So, continue on. So, was it before Zion made his instruments to take on Sonia Gallo, who still had one of Zion's masks in his closet to Nick artist told him that. So what if Zion wins and Sonia Gallo has to give his mask back? Because Sonia Gallo to let Kenneth LeRae is banned from at the States. So wasn't they started with a simple lockup into the things? I did love holes in tunnels, but it didn't take long for them to pick up to the piece. I didn't just tell the crowd, sent it for Son and Grace, no, Son got Gallo, and he sung it for a moment. I did most like Hayes in May Phoenix, or it just is one of those masses that you already knew would be good before it started, because both guys have built up with Everest has a performance over the years. So, and this man had a brisky piece with some soul mad of bustling in few high flying spots, and you can't ask for much more from two guys in your prime. His son can go rip off Xayah's mask, but he was able to put the old one Son got Gallo's stroke before hitting his furniture for the Iran. So, in the winner of this match, Xayah. Anderson, a ball between Son and Grace and Sadie Cogill, has good. Plus, it looked kind of frightening that I knew that the security guard couldn't keep them apart. Excited, his indicating this looked clean. I think it was kind of nice to see Son Gallo playing Seal again, and he's a great baby face. And it would be awesome if Jerry Reed told him in Kenneth LeRae very soon. I just took the splash of flight from Zion, what says about as good as it gets. So, speaking to AJ Styles probably gave his last promo. He said, I knew other men was able to plant sense of his doubt. I didn't isn't talking out head by Kevin Hayes. He asked him to interview in your mask last week. Was he tried to claim he had nothing to do with it, but knocking off didn't look like he believed in him. Well, was it after a break? AJ Styles came to the ring for what could be his final promo as an innovative Jerry Superstar as he prepares to face going to tomorrow night with his career on the line. So I just said the cow sent and he sent Avery Styles' name for a little while it was before. After he finally spoke, he talked about being confident he will be going to be able to continue his favorite tour and with his matches against some of his old rivalries. And just in the ring, yes, we were going to show up and talk to us a while. He was sitting on the announce table and Styles his angle him by reminding him that he tapped out just a calf muscle, but he OPTED is not to fight and easily it walked away. I knew while this husband may not have been bad, it did feel a little fantasy just to have done anything and they came to hide this match. And so just things felt like they were such reporting such the same story, the beats that we have been sitting for a few weeks. So I knew he said also a clip for Ace Styles. This is what he said. So I knew he'd come out on top and going to vote on defeating him. And Ace Styles will win. I got it loud and clear. And one of my favorite the of Ace Styles. And Styles still got some style. So please be right. I'm not waiting for you to leave yet. I did hear him when he said tonight on Smackdown. So I did hopefully Styles he will be going to tomorrow night, but whenever I am being honest, I don't think Styles has a chance tomorrow because I just said the superstar deposit his ego in such a way he's been respecting masses, and when it comes to a big masses, he's very good, and he reminds me of John Cena. I hope you're right, Ace. Tomorrow is the end of Ace Styles' career, and he's so good at it. So please win, Ace. Don't leave. I hope Ace Styles will win. So, and he is always a follower with Ace Styles' belt. So, it's good to have him back. And that hype is true. The Wolf, Ace Styles can't wait to see what happens next. So, and just a follow guy, like if you agree, I just a follow one doesn't talk, he was unable to walk. And he must be very confusing indeed. And he is very confusing indeed now. So this is what he said after his cut his power mic. Here's the next clip of him. So This is basically a title assessment. I didn't get all title 1. It looks like Ace is leaving. So Ace is waiting tomorrow night. So I just say it isn't so. So let's hope not. So I was thinking about Ace Styles will lose to Gunjo tomorrow night and be end of his title career. So a Gunjo putting a stop to Saboteur to get more heat on him. So I just was giving away. I just said results. So it's no way that's happening right now. That's what he said. So I'm not buying it for like tomorrow. Maybe it's the following time. We'll see if this girl is an entitled win. So this is a great promo from AJ Styles. So here's our last one. So I'm going to want to see that on your feeling coming. He thinks he's an Atlanta Slayer, not in the case anymore. So tomorrow our question is will be answered will AJ Styles aka GOAT Styles to tap out to Gonjo and be going to retire, or will AJ be Gonjo and stay until WrestleMania 42? So we will see very soon. So Ace Styles is right from break is downable to starting on set going to end this soldier between Ace Styles and Gunjo is poor. And they keep turning, what Gunjo said. So yes, and they have. So Ace Styles better win this match tomorrow night. So I feel someone will screw Gunjo against Ace Styles. So do you think? So let us know of your thoughts on just in the comments below. So what do you guys think? So I can heat retirement. I think. I really think. So Ace's better tap going to out for real tomorrow. So tomorrow night I'm going to watch it. It might be good. So continue on. So here's the next match. We have The Miz. And we go 1-on-1 against Ilya Dragunov. So over last time in 4 Athens, The Miz lost to Randy Orton on Smackdown January 16th. Ilya Dragunov lost to Hayes on Smackdown January 23rd. I guess the next match we saw Ilya Dragunov to get some events against The Miz for causing him in his China match for the US title last week. I just said a Bishop and Colonel isn't dropping off for a success shop, but all it did was follow so wasn't Sylvester was up. The man did a good job of holding him for a minute, but once Steph stopped from knocking off and dropped him in his knees. Agent Ransom man sent him was crossing over to the top rope, just at the floor with one boot, had set the show and went to a break. After we returned to see him still controlling to the piece, but the Red Dragon began fighting back. And this muscle has hard hitting and fast pace, has many of Dragunov wrestling masters, but it still has some irritating asses. After between the Miz, it was a different styles, Asian styles, and then styles like Hayes, but Dragunov has sustained his own style to amass it. Was it after a constant back and forth fight, Dragunov hits an ace bomb, was the pin into the land, and the winner on this match is a Dragunov. So, WWE is putting up the history between Tama Tonga and Shinsuke Nakamura. It's great. So, Michael Cole said tomorrow will be the 17th, one more for the Miz, and this is why today about one of the Miz's best wasn't in his to look like an idiot to put over is one of the reasons. I think he is such a good heel. He puts people all in more ways than just being paid by them. So it is time for the main event. So we have set forces against Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, and Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes. I just in the main event of this week's show was an 8-man tag match that was set up in the Auburn excitement. Basically, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, and Austin Theory took on Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso before, and most of them competed into a Rumble tomorrow. I get messaged with this, many people are always going to be a little homesick, and this point was no discussion, but they did a good job keeping it easy to follow who was illegal. So referee had a hard time getting anyone under control, so he could call for the opening bell. But once he did, it was Sami Zayn and Austin Theory who started for your teams. So Cody Rhodes spent a while taking a beating from the forces before he was able to tag out, since the Rumble is coming up. As we got a long squashes of the people trying to ease all over the top rope. I just said the masses came to Boston in and went to McIntyre attack Sami Zayn because a just added cases into butt before he could do much damage. It was Sacred Fire 2 to show up he was looking to the fight. The Scottish Royal is innocent without to McIntyre and a hooter kick before Von Baker took him and rolls out with a water spill on the inside title soul. And the winner of this match, Cody Rhodes, said also Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton. So, I think we have a video package. It was Solo Sakura. And it is an NFTs in a promo that was interrupted by Bo Dallas. Is it right 6? I just the spin at Blitz and Von Baker wants the ropes is always impossible. Here's the final word. So, Friday Smackdown was kind of boring, so for one reason. Every talent match we saw, we got from good to great, but it didn't feel like we got enough. And yes, it was a 3-hour show that only had 5 matches. Nothing wasn't happening, so the Rumble was the point that WWE spent so much time on non-wrestling topics that I think that it felt like it was half at the show. So also that confident inside, it was a good week. Was a blue brand in terms of in-ring grocery Sanga Gallo against Zion and Hayes against Ray Phoenix. Was the 2 biggest highlights of the night. After the women's tag match was insoluble, it was the Miz had one of the best matches in quote sometime against is it rocking off? Is it a main event? So I think we had some fun moments that the Tyler crowd it seemed to love. So what if WWE had found some time to include one more match? It would have made a big difference, but as it stands, and this still wasn't a bad way to spend a few hours on a Friday night. So it was a really good show tonight. I really loved it. So I had to remind you guys for next week, it has to announce after her departure starting next Tuesday. So I just have to remind you for next Tuesday. So let's wrap this up right here. So let's go to set the polls. So give me 1 minute. So let me see. So we have 80% like this show tonight on Smackdown. 10% is alright, and 10% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll. So we have 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So thank you for coming out today for Smackdown review. So if you haven't watched Smackdown tonight, maybe on Smackdown review is right here. So let's go to our couple of few more notes. So Tony Khan has to announce that he said. So Tony Khan tweeted about 7 hours. He said, "Thanks to the incredible AEW wrestlers and company staff, you amazing people who watched AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. It was the most pulls for AEW on TV on TBS in over 4 months since September 17th, and I got that it was in Silent Dynamite Wednesday. I'll see you for AEW Unclosing tomorrow." So here's the next one. Just breaking news. WWE is sent a powerful following statement on Eva DePasso when WWE thinks it the same one. Ajit Garcia Sawson for the scheduled work has begun for passing to indications and Impact will feel across the title NXT in WWE on commentary, and we will hold the very best and it all in the futsal to Indonibles. So this is what he said today. So it might be announced on to a reminder for next week's. So on Tuesday. So next Tuesday on February the 3rd, next Tuesday, the area has to announce. And next week on I say February the 3rd, this area is to announce next Tuesday. So you guys know in this April to a reminder. So this is big news. The seat leaves, I think. So I know one woman said what he said. I never got to get personal injectables. I think. Wasn't it China doesn't renew her contract, but WWE puts out it. Thank you for your service. No. And why? That's a good question. So if it is bossing on your way has just canceled work, looks like it's an CM or in WWE. I might be my favorite person is the role of CM better than taking along in my opinion. I think. So wait, what? Why Missy leaves I love her work in NXT? Is it possible that she is training for NBA debut now? I think. So what do you guys think? On my live super chat, comment what do you guys of your dots? Or just in the comments below. So Brian April says there's more to this in you heard. So I just did it well, so anyway, let's wait for the Royal Rumbles. So let's go on. I think I wanted so again, so thank you for coming out today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at Royal Rumble. So this is 6 hour and time slot tomorrow night in the afternoon. So the time will be started until tomorrow night. So let me see. So I don't forget to, as a reminder, tomorrow night, the WWE Royal Rumble 2026 at Full Festival is taking place. It's on January 34th. The event will start at 2 p.m. Eastern Time in the afternoon for those in North America tomorrow night. It will start at 2 p.m. Eastern Time Pacific. So have a blessed Friday. Have a great weekend. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Royal Rumble. So you can get my Stickle, Spotify, Occupied, Spotify and radio, the podcast energy, and so much more. So have a great Friday. Have a blessed weekend. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Royal Rumble. I will pick a different time. I say 5 or 6 or 4 maybe. I think I will let you guys know. So have a great Friday. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Peace.